Under Education, none submitted. Bond 2008 bond issue update. On April 22, 2013, the administration provided extensive data regarding options for two projects currently on pause and study, Southeast High and a new Southeast Quadrant High School. Three options were presented. Option A, renovate Southeast High only. Option B, build the new Southeast Quadrant High School and relocate current Southeast High students to the new school. Or option C, proceed with the original bond plan as proposed, i.e. renovate Southeast High and build the new Southeast Quadrant High School. In May, the district offered several opportunities for input. This included an online community engagement survey on the district's website, a joint site council meeting for schools in the Southeast feeder pattern, a tour of Southeast High School, a tour of Northeast Magnet High School, a community conversation at Southeast High, and conversations with students from Southeast High, Curtis Middle School, Caldwell Elementary School, and the Student Advisory Council, or Super SAC. On June 10th, representatives from Wichita State University's Center for Community Support and Research presented a report on the community input process. Tonight, the administration will present follow-up to the board's discussion. The board is anticipated to make a decision on this issue at its June 24th meeting. This item provides an opportunity for the board's discussion and/or appropriate action. We have 4 speakers registered for this item.
Our first speaker is Kenya Cox. I'd like to remind our speakers that there is a 3-minute time frame. There will be a clock up in the corner that will tell you about that 3 minutes, and if you get close to that, we just ask you to conclude your remarks at that time. Thank you. Welcome.
I have a copy of the speech if you would.
If you've got copies, yeah, if you'd want to.
Just in case I have
And
to
just pull
speed
that
up.
microphone down close. So.
Okay. Good evening, Superintendent Allison, Board President Rogers, and members of the Wichita School Board. Thank you for this opportunity to address you this evening. My name is Kenya Cox, and I have the honor of serving as the Wichita Branch NAACP President. It is on behalf of the members who represent just about every district in the greater Wichita area that I am here tonight. Our members have articulated grave concern about the proposed closing of the Southeast High School and the overall perceived lack of consideration for expressed concerns of all of the citizens you were elected to represent. On September 2008, then Board President Lynn Rogers is quoted as having said, "We want the community to have a voice." While I certainly hope that is still the sentiment of President Rogers tonight and the board members, because we are here tonight to be that voice. Ideally, our members would be in support of option C, proceed with the original bond plan as proposed, which is to renovate Southeast High School and build a new comprehensive high school in the Southeast Quadrant. This is the option that the citizens of Wichita agreed to support when they voted in the 2008 citywide election. However, due to projected budgetary cuts and the reported lack of funding for operational expenses, our organization feels compelled to support option A, to renovate Southeast High School only. Research has documented that the closing of a school destabilizes and undermines the vitality of a neighborhood and decreases the property value of the homes in that community where that school is closed. This should not be an option for the citizens of Wichita. With the reported diverse racial makeup of the students of Southeast High School, we have a trailblazing opportunity to create a gold standard model that will make it clear that USD 259 is committed to support the continued economic vitality and the future of the Wichita community by supporting workforce recruitment, community development, and strong property values in the Wichita School District. That is what you said in this school pamphlet in 2008. With the renovation of Southeast High School and a commitment to placing award-winning, high-performing quality programs like the one that may be displaced at the new Northeast Magnet High School once it is changed into a comprehensive high school, as stated by Superintendent Allison, we would have the opportunity not only to support the continued community revitalization efforts, but also to demonstrate that our children are not just mere budgetary line items and that the word of the USD 259 school board members is their bond. Thank you for this opportunity to address you this evening.
Thank you. Next speaker is Sandra Rankin. Welcome.
Short too. Superintendent John Allison, President Lynn Rogers, and other board members, the last time I addressed the Board of Education as the NAACP Education Chair, it was to oppose the moving of the Northeast Magnet High School program, which was not proposed in the 2008 bond issue. In fact, we lost 2 school programs from the AAA area not proposed in the bond plan, the Isley Elementary Magnet School program and the Northeast Magnet High School program. The bond issue was strongly supported in the AAA area, but resulted in the moving of programs from the AAA area to the suburbs. Now we're looking at the option to move Southeast High School 5 to 6 miles away from its present location. At the current Southeast High School location, student opportunities for extended or expanded learning with the high school would be more productive than the travel time spent on a bus. It has been said that the distance will not affect parental involvement. However, there are reported barriers which include lack of transportation, the affordability of transportation, and the perception of acceptance in this new locality. The Board of Education has taken initiatives in the pre-kindergarten programs that targeted the neediest students. The Board of Education has worked hard to support funding formulas at the state level that targeted the neediest students. However, when bond money enters the picture with altered decisions to be made, there appears to be more emphasis on moving schools and programs to the areas of the more affluent. Why are we not focused on the empowerment of parents and communities in the most needed areas? As stated, the AAA area strongly supported the 2008 bond issue. However, there is a perceived lack of credibility perpetuated by the BOE in the manner of presentations and the adoption of changes to the 2008 bond plan. Believe me, to have worked in solidarity with members of USD 259 to support the passage of the bond issue, it is very difficult and demoralizing to listen to members of the community say, "We were deceived," or "We were hoodwinked." Hopefully, the Southeast High School decisions made by the Board of Education will not perpetuate these feelings, as we must work together to ensure that all students receive an equal education with equal opportunities, which can be demonstrated by actions and not just words. Thank you. Sandra Rankin.
Okay. Just one moment. Betty, do you have a question of Ms. Rankin or just a comment?
No, I don't, but
Okay.
at this point, if I could, I do have a concern particularly, and this is not a question of you, it's just a
Okay.
comment.
Thank you, Sandra. So,
Thank you. I do have a concern when the idea that the AAA area is not being served well. And just for purposes, when I look at the promises that were made for AAA bond issue, 140 new classrooms, 8 new libraries, 8 new multi-purpose gym shelters, 4 total new buildings. This is in the AAA, Gordon Parks, Isley, Spate, and Washington. There were 4 buildings that were remodeled and expanded: Adams Elementary, Brooks Middle, Buckner Elementary, and Louverture's. The list actually goes on and on. And what really concerns me, and I do want to take the opportunity to comment at this point, I do not share the belief that the old designated AAA area has not been served well. When we look at the things that were promised, the things that were delivered, the facts don't support the comments that are being made. And all too often, we as board members, we hear public comment, but we don't take the opportunity to correct misinformation. And so that misinformation is fostered throughout the community as facts. It's only fair that our decisions, the decisions that were made that were advantageous to the district that I represent, which is District 1, a lot of positive things have occurred from the board. There was a promise made when we ended forced busing that that particular district would receive attention, and I worked very hard on that. And to suggest that they've been hoodwinked, that we have not honored our promises is not really fair to me as District 1 representative, and it's not really fair to the entire board. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to add in my comments on this, because I do believe we have kept the promises that we made. We have not hoodwinked anyone. Thank you.